as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touch. Will come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This defense for the Packers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, that
Gets into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Probably have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 13.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first carry now. This is Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The Packers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They always...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Pat the street, pat the street.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Swift is in for a Lions touchdown.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd down and 4. Off the option, here's Williams.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Williams here. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Williams.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The end result, 21 yards.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught and in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On play action, they'll throw out to his left.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason.
from a college offensive coordinator, showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, there wasn't much of a window there. Charles had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you can use your body to create some space.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a gain of 5. And at 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, 626. Come on. Hey, 88, 88.
Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the option, here's Williams. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A third quarter now at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing.
Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his pass incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got it to Williams.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Packers, it's